I think what's really important, especially for a graduate, is to realize that you're just starting now, and you may think you know everything, and you may think that you're ready to hit the ground running, which is great, and you want that confidence, but you also need to keep your eyes and ears open and realize that the people you're interviewing with have been doing it longer than you have. And so it's really important to kind of keep your ego in check. I do think it's important to turn off your cell phone and realize that when you're writing an email, a business email, you're not texting somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You have to write full sentences. Grammar and spelling is something that I learned at Oshkosh that it's just so important.
Absolutely.
And I think nowadays, especially you see online, news stories that have typos.
Yeah.
And it's painful. It's painful to see.
It's much more apparent online.
But people still respect somebody who can write clear, concise sentences and write a letter that's appropriate and respectful, and come into a meeting and not pretend like I'm your best friend, but that I'm somebody that you would like to have as an employer. And I think that's really important, is to remember, like, you're not in college now, you're not going to be hanging out with your pals, you're actually going to be in a business setting. So you kind of have to change your mindset a little bit and take that confidence, but be open to new experiences. My big thing when I was in college was I was like one of those rare breeds that knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I really started freshman year. I started reading all the trade publications in advertising, Adweek, Ad Age, some other magazines that don't exist anymore. But very, very active with the ad club. I got active with the Fox Valley Ad Club. To me, I felt it was important to meet other people in the industry, not just be surrounded by students, but to really find out what's going on in the real world. So I was a human sponge, and I think that's really important. Is if you want to go into a field, that you have to absorb everything, absolutely everything. Whether it's a summer internship, whether it's if you know somebody who might know somebody in your field, talk to them. Set up a reference interview. Just say, hey, I would love to talk to you and ask you some questions.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do that. You don't have to wait till you graduate. Campus, obviously being a creative person, being a designer, I was very active in the Reeve Union Board in Web.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had what we call the Miller Marketing Team, and that was sponsored by Miller Brewery. That was when the drinking age was 18 in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And Budweiser also had a big marketing team. And we would sponsor events. So it would be a concert, or it would be some sort of activity on a Saturday, or activity after classes on a Friday. And I would help with all the graphic. And as a result of that, I started getting freelance design projects from Miller Brewing and the local distributors. And all of this helped build my portfolio. So when I graduated, I wasn't a deer in the headlights. And I think that's what's really important. You can't waste those 4 years just saying, well, I'm going to do my classes, and at the end of the 4 years, I'll be ready. Because at least in the creative field, you need a portfolio. You need to say, this is what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
And it needs to be colorful. It can't just be, well, I had an internship for a month. Yeah, I think the other thing that's really important when you're looking for a job is, well, a couple things. One is you have to learn to speak. I think a lot of people don't speak properly. How to speak in a formal setting.
Mm-hmm.
How to shake hands. Huge thing. People, they just don't know how to shake hands.
Yeah.
What is this? What is shake my hand? Eye contact, huge. So many people don't make eye contact. And I'm not just talking graduates. I'm talking, senior level people who can't explain. When you go into an interview and somebody walks up to you and says, hello, say your name. Now, why would you do that? Well, because if I'm hiring for a position, chances are I've probably met 12 other people that day. And so the receptionist will say, Jeff, your 2 o'clock appointment is here. I have no idea what your name is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to know your name unless I ask for a resume.
Okay.
Like what I always do, what I always say to people is, if you say hello, put hello from Jeff Griffith, and then the position you're looking for.
Okay.
So hello from Jeff Griffith, and then parentheses, creative director. To me, it's what makes you different.
Okay.
It's like you're a product, and that's how you need to think of yourself. You are a product, so what makes you different than the person that just walked in the door 20 minutes ago? I think for a senior portfolio, I mean, it really depends on what kind of job you're interviewing for.
That's true.
One thing is, I want to see color, even if it's just journalism pieces, even if it's just copy from stories or websites. Entertain me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Show me some color. And whether you have to add it, into your page or whatnot. A good portfolio should be like a roller coaster ride. Make me laugh, make me cry, make me go, make me upset, make me ask more questions. You just have to dive in deep and learn everything you can. And I always say it's like I'm not the expert. You got to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Interview everybody as if you're writing a story. And the story is your career.